All right, we did not anticipate this video being a best raw vegan soft taco recipe ever, but that's what it turned out to be. So hang tight, watch the whole thing. It's not even 20 minutes, for crying out loud. Enjoy. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to watch. Today we have the long-awaited tomato wrap recipe that Mom has perfected and tweaked. So before we get started, I want to run through the list of ingredients that you're going to need to do this. So first we have some organic Roma tomatoes.
Well, they call for plum tomatoes, but this is what I have available, so that's what I'm using.
Tomatoes will work. I guess if you're going to use Roma, this is 5. Mm-hmm. But if you're going to use plum, maybe 6. If you're going to use...
Well, they said 5 plums, but I just use 5.
We should probably weigh
Romas.
them, but whatever. 2 big handfuls of fresh tomatoes. How many dates? Or are these sun-dried tomatoes?
That's a cup of sun-dried tomatoes.
Okay.
And what I have done this time is added 2 dates to our recipe because
okay, to
I think
sweeten
it
a
needed
bit.
a little bit.
So 1 cup of sun-dried tomatoes and 2 medjool dates soaked. And we have how much sunflower seeds?
1/4 cup.
These are soaked as well. Soaked and then dehydrated. How much, a 1/4 cup?
Yes, that's a 1/4
Okay.
cup. This is a teaspoon of dried oregano and 2 teaspoons of dried basil.
Okay. How much flax?
This is 3/4 of a cup of flax. It says 3/4 of a cup of ground flax, but I don't know when I'm supposed to measure it, so I measure it before I grind it.
Oh, okay. Because it does change. Okay. And then what do we have here?
These are black sesame seeds that have been also soaked and dehydrated. Yeah, a 1/4 cup of black sesame seeds. And this is 1 clove of garlic.
All right. And this is the Vitamix, which is an absolute disgusting mess. I should have cleaned that up.
Liquid aminos, a little bit of liquid smoke, and some black pepper is what we need.
All right. What's first?
First, we
Chopped tomatoes.
chop the tomatoes.
So, okay.
Now we drain these.
Drain them. Now we're draining the date / sun-dried tomatoes.
Mostly sun-dried tomatoes.
I think the key for the Vitamix or any high-speed blender, they tell you, is to put the softer or the most
Squishy.
juiciest in first.
Okay. Next, you could do 2 tablespoons of that.
Okay. Did you open it successfully? You sure
I did.
Nice. Okay, 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos.
I just am a little bit generous with those, just because that's all the salt that's in there.
Yeah. Okay, 2 generous tablespoons of that.
How about a 1/2 teaspoon or whatever we do of that?
1/2 teaspoon of the liquid smoke.
Or whatever you got to measure.
Here's a 1/4, but I can do 2 of those, makes a 1/2. So
That's
I don't know
good.
what happened to all my... We've been having Warren put away the dishes, and I've been finding them in very interesting spots. If he doesn't know where to put it, he just finds a place. So, okay.
That sounds like your dad. That's the spices.
Okay.
It's about a 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground black pepper.
Okay. These things are great for loading up with veggies, sprouts. You could put a little bit of that cream cheese or any kind of like nut cheese in there, and man, they're really, really good.
Here, now
Never seen anything like this.
roll this
Okay.
in here. Like,
So this is a garlic clove peeler.
yeah.
Okay. It peels
I don't
off.
know. I'm not very good at rolling things with my
Okay.
hands, but you do it.
What's it made of? Like
Just
rubber or
rubber or
something? Okay, like a
something.
rubber sleeve. Never seen anything like it. Oops, I think I might have rolled it a bit much. Don't do that. Whatever you do.
That's all right.
Oops.
Crushed garlic.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be crushed.
Probably
Yeah,
shouldn't
let's
be
cut that
crushed.
end off.
Okay. That can get thrown in. Probably.
But those things are pretty cool. They just peel your garlic.
Just don't smash it when you go to roll it, and you'll be fine.
There. Just
So
throw
one
those.
Fat Daddy garlic.
I just
clove.
picked out a nice one.
It's a big one.
Okay,
We
so
both love garlic, so that's okay.
now you grind up your flax seeds.
That goes in next.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take again. I like to use if you haven't been with us before. I like to use my coffee bean grinder since I don't use coffee anymore. Used to be very, very addicted to coffee.
I think those dates are going to make a big difference. I really am excited about
Yeah,
that
that
addition.
should sweeten it up a bit, which I think is going to help.
Yeah, I do too. Because
I
they were
could-
just so not, they were
Palatable.
so savory. And
The dates?
I think, no, the tomato wraps. I think that
Oh,
they're just
yeah.
going to be a little bit, take the edge off of it a little bit. So I'm excited about that addition.
Doesn't take long. Grind up flax in the coffee bean grinder. I couldn't get the whole, what was it, 3/4 of a cup? Couldn't get that all in there, but two different.
Yeah, that was
I did.
3/4 of a cup.
Any water we need to add or no?
No,
Okay.
wait, let's see. In a blender. Okay, now combine everything until it makes a thick sauce except for these two things.
Okay. All right, so here goes. "19 seconds and she's there."
Looks a bit thicker than last time, but that's fine. Now I don't think we want to,
Oh man,
we add these
this
seeds
smells so
and blend, but we don't want to blend the seeds all the way into it.
so just, okay, I got you. Both?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're gonna add our, was it sesame seeds?
Black sesame seeds and sunflower seeds.
Okay.
Both soaked and activated.
And we're just gonna pulse these to get them in there, basically. Which is not working because of how thick this sauce is. So we're gonna use our plunger.
Well, I would blend a little more than just pulse.
Okay,
Just a little bit more than that.
okay. Just say when.
That should be good. I think. You?
There's-
We have a lot of seeds on the side there, but
Yeah, maybe let's get a
spatula?
spatula and kind of.
is it in here?
Nah, well, maybe. Who knows? Supposed to be in here. This will work.
Okay.
This is not supposed to be in here, but hey, this is whatever. It'll work. So we'll get these seeds knocked down and get them in here.
Now this is pretty thick this time. It looks a bit thicker than last time, but I think it'll be.
Just means it'll be faster on the dehydration. So this is one of those dehydrated foods. I had a friend of mine, Marissa, reach out. She's one of my animal activist buddies who's also like a super yogi. And she reached out the other day wanting a raw, she does quite a bit of raw food recipes as well. And she was wanting some a raw food recipe. And I asked her if she had a dehydrator, and she said no. And asked her if she had a high-speed blender. She said no. And I was like, well, I don't know then. Fruit? I mean, like, I didn't know. It's I know there's a lot of people that do raw food that don't have the tools. And there's a bunch of different ways you can eat raw food. It's funny because people think raw food diet is very extreme and limited, and the truth is it's very unlimited. I mean, it's just about as unlimited as you can imagine. But anyway, I didn't know what to tell her other than fruit monomeal. And then she sent me these pictures of zoodles. I guess she had a spiralizer because she's made these amazing zoodles with a
I
sauce.
would get at least 3 sheets, probably 4.
Okay.
So we're going to get a 1/4 cup measuring cup and a couple of spatulas, and you and I can start spreading these.
All right, we have finished placing all of those on. We have, let's see, 16 of those. They're about 6 inches wide, 4 on each tray. We're gonna go stick these in the dehydrator at 115 degrees for how long, Mom?
Oh, I have to look.
Anyway, it's 12:02, which means I get to break my fast with lemon ginger blast, and I'm very excited about it. I think today is day 133 in a row.
It says for 2 hours and then flip them. Peel the sheets off the back, put them on mesh for another 4 to 6.
All right.
But I don't think it took that long last time. But
All right, so
about
at least
4
2
hours.
hours, flip them, and then probably 2 more.
4 hours is what it says.
All right, so this is 133 days of intermittent fasting from 6 p.m. till noon. We'll see you guys in 2 hours. All right, so we just pulled them out of the dehydrator. They definitely darkened up quite a bit, and you can see they're ready to flip. So the way we typically do it is we'll take a dehydrator sheet like this, and we'll kind of pinch it together on both sides through the grid, flip it over, and then it just comes right off. And then once we get it flipped over, we can literally just peel back this piece. And if it's done enough, this should just come right off like it is. And that's the way we do it. And then we'll just take this one and just repeat the process. Again, this is a Excalibur 9-tray dehydrator. I think they have a 5-tray model, but if you're on the fence between getting the 5 or the 9, I would highly recommend getting the 9 because it does afford you the opportunity to get a bunch of nuts. And we'll soak a whole bunch of nuts and then get them dried out, put them in the freezer after that so they can keep for a while. This one's still a little bit. And we went long. We were going to pull them at 2, but these stayed in there for a bit, I think about 3 hours. So
3.5
3.5.
almost.
These are a little thicker. You can see the ones that I did. They're the ones that look a lot better than the ones that Mom did. They're more symmetrical, they're more even, they're pretty much better all around. But that's not just because I'm better than Mom. It's just, I mean, that's a huge part of it. But I mean, it's mostly just because Mom is getting really, really old, so it's hard for her to do anything right. Just kidding. But I did just buy 50 pounds of flaxseed. So,
Holy moly.
yeah, it was a lot. But it dropped from 19 cents an ounce to 12 cents an ounce.
Yours look thicker, and you look like you use more batter in yours, is what the deal is.
Well, any way you want to rationalize the fact that mine are better is fine. But the bottom line is mine are better.
Mine are more done.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do.
These are definitely not quite as done. There's parts of these that are sticking pretty badly.
I think these first 2 trays are only going to take about an hour left.
I think so as well.
I'm not sure about those
maybe
2.
Another maybe hour and a half, but it's pretty quick. This one's actually we could probably eat that one right now.
Probably.
But these things taste so good. We'll be back for a taste test in a little bit to let you guys know how these taste, but they're amazing. So stay tuned. We'll be back. All right, here we are. We've got these wraps fresh out the dehydrator. As you can see, nice dark color. These are just like little tomato tortillas here. And what I've prepared is some fresh avocado, as if we needed any more tomato, but we have some Roma tomato. And this is the cashew cream cheese that we have on the channel after the creamy vegan cheese sauce. This one actually has a little bit too much salt in it, so Mom should love it.
The cream cheese.
Yeah, the cream cheese. We also have some pickles here. These are Mom's famous pickles. We're going to do a recipe for these two, even though Mom said they're too easy to put as a recipe, but we're going to do some of those.
They're delicious, though, I gotta say.
They really are good, and you can just put them on almost anything. And
I just eat them by themselves.
So we're just gonna make like a little raw vegan burrito here. And watched a Fully Raw Christina video. It was Warren, what was that fully raw Christina one where I think it was a taco, a fully raw taco or fully raw burrito, and she's like, make a salad.
One of the comments said, in step 1, make a salad. Step 2,
Back it up
wrap
so they
it
can
in
see.
a leaf. Done.
Step 1, make a salad. Step 2, wrap salad in a leaf. Done. That was this. Yeah, that's.
It was one
That's
of the
pretty
comments.
funny. We thought that was hilarious. So, and I'm harvesting one of my first ever microgreens that turned out really, really
Don't
good.
waste these.
Don't waste them. Even though I had an entire tray
You ate them?
this size. I'm just filming the counter.
I know, I'm sorry.
I had an entire tray that size in my smoothie earlier. So here we go. Kinda
Oh,
messy.
wow, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Are your sprouts all gone?
Really good. Want to try back?
I sure do.
Yeah, when I brought that empty tray over last night and said, can you please soak me some more sprouts? That was because my sprouts were gone. And you said, I've already started you some. And I said, yeah, some more. And you said, I already got you some more. I was like, okay.
Really good.
Isn't that good? The flavor on that is
I like
incredible.
them better than last time.
Yeah.
Way better.
You want to finish that one off?
No, I'll let you do that.
You can. We got plenty. Got 3 more. I know what I'm having for dinner. It's a 2-hand job, though. I found out the hard way. Because you're making a huge mess. I had this nice plate here to put it on, and then I just forgot. But anyway, highly recommend it, guys. These are relatively easy.
Delicious.
Very, very delicious. And
Easy.
you can put anything you want in there, but that was just what we had. The avocado, the tomato, the sprouts, the pickles and cream cheese. Just an easy, quick, delicious, fully raw, almost fully raw dinner. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back with the pickle recipe. All right, so Angela, the non-raw vegan, is folding this up. She's about to give it a try, about to give it a go. No, taco. Fold it in half. Like I said, keep it contained, 2 hands. There you go. It's real messy. Isn't that good? Yeah, you can have it. Wow, look at that. Not a raw vegan asking to finish it off. That's how good these are, okay?
It's really good.
Take that, fully raw Christina. Take that. Step 1, make a salad. Step 2, get a leaf, put the salad in there. Done. Isn't that delicious?
You like those pickles?
Sprouts, pickles, tomato, avocado, tomato, burrito, tomato tortilla.
What's sweet?
Oh, that could be the pickles are a little sweet. And also, Mom added 2 dates to the recipe for the tortilla, which I think sweetened it up just a tiny bit. And
I don't
then
think it's actually sweet. I
the
think it's
cashews are kind of sweet.
It's really
Yeah, nothing real sweet. Probably the pickles, I guess, if I had to guess. Yeah, really good. Really delicious.